Hello. Let's talk about losses and what happens when you take trading losses, and what can you do to stay calm under those conditions. Wow, that's big time. When you're taking losses in trading, cortisol is coursing through the body at really alarming rates, and that's the stress hormone. Whenever you feel stressed out, whenever you feel that you're in a difficult situation, cortisol is coming onto the stage of the mind. And the path that most retail traders end up going into is that they fall into really unproductive states of mind that produce their trading results. So what does that mean? Well, in layman's terms, let's just say they've taken a couple of losses, usually in just one session or one day, and then they get this impulse to go and chase the market for opportunities to make up for the losses. And in doing that, what ends up happening is that they are going after lower quality setups. They're falling into revenge trading. And for those of you who don't know what that is where you take a loss and then you have this urge to make it back. How many of you have gone through that? A lot, I bet. And in that moment, what's happening is you're just trying to get back to break even. You're just trying to prove to yourself that you can get back to square. So you have a loss, you have a second loss, and you have a third loss. And then you start thinking to yourself, if only I could get back to where I was. And that then forces you and pressurizes you to start doing some really dumb, stupid things. All of a sudden, you're not following your plan. You're being impulsive. You're rushing your entries. And you're just operating from a mental state that is not very conducive to successful trading anyway. When you've got enormous amounts of cortisol coursing through your body, you can't make effective decisions that are aligned with your best long-term interests. Yeah? And losses are part of the game. There is no point trying to deny that. There is no point trying to prevent that. No matter how good your system is, you are going to take losses. There is no system that wins 100% of the time, because the markets are infinite, and the markets, there are just too many variables for you to ever be able to fully account for that would allow you to be in a place where you don't have losses. That's impossible. As long as you trade, you are going to have losses. So it's not about pushing them away and denying that. It's about embracing that and having a risk management plan to get yourself out of situations that aren't working for you. So the risk management is there to protect you and to protect your account. If you lose too much money too quickly, not only is it bad financially in the sense that it cripples your ability to take subsequent positions that may be good positions that would work out, but psychologically it can be devastating. And you never ever want to get into a position where you can't come back the next day and pull the trigger. You've always got to be able to come back the next day and pull the trigger and do it again, because that is the role and that is the job of a trader. It's taking risk and seeing if previous patterns create good results. But the mindset that a lot of retail traders are coming from is they're coming from a mindset of, it's got to be, I want it to work out, I want to make money now. That's the kind of society that we are in these days. People don't want to wait too long and they want to get money now. Wow. But in trading, that doesn't work. Fast, quick money, yeah, you can make it. You can. If you catch a good trade and you've got a decent sized position, yeah, you can make very good money. But this is not about, successful trading isn't about having just one wonderful trade. To me, successful trading is about being able to be consistently make money every single month, every single year. And until you get to that point where you can say, you know something, I'm making money consistently, you haven't got to that place of consistent profitability, and you haven't got to the stage of being a professional. And that's okay. It's going to take time. You're not going to be able to just get this and get it done immediately. This is not the way that it's going to work. Okay? It's going to take time. The best thing you can do with losses is learn to manage them. Get yourself out early and don't fight the market. Because I promise you, if you try to play that ego game or play macho man with the market, you're going to end up with your tail between your legs. There is no room for you to not manage risk. If you're not managing risk, you are playing with fire. You may not get burnt immediately, but you keep doing that, you keep not managing your risk, and you are heading down a very, very dangerous path. Okay? I see this a lot with streamers and things like that, and they may be in a live session or whatever, and they take one loss, and then they take another loss, and you can just see them just getting out of shape psychologically. They just lose their mojo, and before you know it, they have stayed in that position where the best thing would have been to just cut the position and move on. They stayed. They didn't liquidate and move on, and then they try to make up for those losses, and before you know it, they've lost a whole account by the end of the day. Big loss. That's the way it happens. Okay? So this is a very, very important part, and it will serve a trader well to manage risk. If you're not managing risk, as we said, you're playing with fire and you're exposing your account to unnecessary exposure. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, feel free to subscribe and follow for more content. Cheers.